absolutely have whittled and whittled and whittled. They have tried for several years to pass an ultrasound bill that you would be able to have kind of a seance with the fetus, is essentially what that is. The people who promote this believe that they can take advantage of a woman, of a pregnant woman, at a very, very difficult time in her life when she has made a decision to terminate a pregnancy. And we have to trust women to be able to make that decision. What do you think? Yeah! Or do we trust these folks over here to tell us what to do? Yeah! Abortion restrictions are coming across the nation. Kansas, Virginia, Oklahoma. Thank goodness we got out of this session in Kentucky without any further restrictions on our bodies. But you know what? The teabaggers across the nation, the teabaggers seem to be, they've tried to tell us that they're all about cutting taxes, but cutting the budget. We want to cut the budget. But you know what they want to do? How much money is Planned Parenthood? What's wrong with these? How much money does Planned Parenthood get? Nothing. Very, very small. A very small amount of federal dollars, which cannot be used to provide abortion services to begin with. Still here for them. But that was one of the first things that these teabaggers went after, along with NPR, of course, was money for Planned Parenthood. They are going to use the popular opinions that we need to cut taxes and cut our budget in order to stop abortion and make them illegal in the United States again. We can't have that. Now, I understand that it's kind of a coincidence that the people over here who are exercising their First Amendment rights, and by the way, speaking of a lot of foolishness, if you know what I mean, it's a coincidence that they are here because we are here in response to a group that travels the nation on college campuses and attempts to what word am I looking for? To shape young women and young men about reproductive health. And they do that by showing pictures that are sensational and very graphic. It's kind of tacky to do that, isn't it? It's none of their business. It is absolutely none of their business. You know, there's a lot of blood when women give birth to babies. I know, I've had 3. There's a lot of blood, and it ain't pretty. But if a woman determines to terminate a pregnancy, for whatever reason she chooses, it is her right, she should not be forced to look at this kind of foolishness. And I brought along a little prop here because those photographs that these folks are showing, what do you think? This coat hanger right here, and I was late because I had to find one of these coat hangers. I had a lot of plastic ones, but I finally found a wire one. And I also could not find my lapel pin, which is a coat hanger. This coat hanger has been used for years and years to procure abortions for a woman from that woman. If you want to see some pictures, some gory and gruesome pictures, look at pictures of women who have done this to themselves and have gone septic and died. They don't want you to think about those pictures, do they? They don't want you to think about those issues. I'm so pleased that young people are here to capture this and to counter what not only this group but the other group is saying. And you know what? They always bring religion.
Judge me, Jesus!
Jesus never said anything about abortion, to the best of my knowledge. They always try to bring religion into it as if true religion says that you cannot have reproductive freedom. Well, friends, my faith tradition says that a life does not begin until it is outside of the womb, out of the birth canal. So you don't always have to, well, obviously you don't have to believe them. In Kentucky, most of the right-to-run-your-lifers are very concerned about a fetus while it is in its mother's womb. But once they're out of the birth canal, they are on their own in Kentucky because we don't care very much for them after that. And it's a shame that we do that. Friends, continue to deal with this in the exact manner that you are. You're on the right side of this, and I appreciate your ability to, between classes, some of you might be missing classes. We'd love to have you here to support us in this issue. I'm going to close with something that is sad, but almost humorous because it is sad. A legislator, and I'm not sure whether it was New York or not, I think it was in New York, a legislator suggested that since the Supreme Court has said that corporations are people, that he wanted to declare his wife's womb a corporation and therefore a person. The corporation, of course, the teabaggers don't like any regulations whatsoever, do they, on businesses. So if we can all declare our womb, I don't have one anymore, used it up, but if we can all declare our wombs to be corporations, we can tell them, keep your hands off. Don't regulate.
Yeah! Woo!
Thank you all very much. Go Cats.
Yeah!